And to bring down the curtain on this year's series, it's time to take a look at a movie that had everyone buzzing last year, to which a certain favourite actress of mine got the People's Choice Award for Best Dramatic Actress in 2015. You know who I'm talking about. Okay, I would just like to put this as a disclaimer before we go any further. I have never read the original book by Gail Forman, so if I happen to actually miss any important details out that are not in the movie from the book, it's because I'm not aware of it. But if the details are as wonderful as the details that were left in the movie from the book, then I'm sure it's awesome. But again, I haven't read the book, so I'm only judging what I've seen from the movie. Everything is seen from the perspective of our main protagonist, Mia Hall, where she questions where is she going in life, where does she fit in, and she reminisces parts of her life through flashbacks. And this has to be said, the flashbacks are actually quite touching, knowing that she was well thought of and beloved with all of the range of emotions that she goes through. The story is very progressive in the sense of it moves at a comfortable pace where you get to know and care about the characters without feeling like the pacing takes too long. The romance between Adam and Mia is just precious, as these two are practically made for each other. They complement each other's personalities, styles, and taste. Like most couples, they have arguments and disagreements, which is a given, because no couple is perfect. And you do feel for both of them when one of them is not forthcoming with certain details, like Mia looking to attend Juilliard University, and Adam doesn't take it too well. However, I will give the writers this. It's not as bad as the on-off situation between Emma Stone and Andrew Garfield from The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Good lord, people, what were you thinking? Mia's parents are really cool people, as they are all for the emphasis of having a good time and fun as former rockers, whereas Mia comes across as a little bit more grounded and conservative with her behaviour and mannerisms. So the writing and pacing is pleasant, and it moves at a pace where it's informative but not prolonged. I don't think there is anything, and I mean anything, that this girl can do wrong. With everything she does, she gives 150%, and it's not hard to see why she has been nominated for dozens and dozens of awards and winning the majority of them. There are very few, and I mean a very count on one hand few, that have the acting credibility to match the beauty they have, and Chloe is one of those very rare, exceptional few. When you see Mia go through contemplation, pain, sadness, and happiness, Chloe is giving energy to this character like no one else could. She really tries to get into the head of her role by learning what her favourite meal is, favourite music, quirks, mannerisms, all that jazz. When you get the audience to care about a character and reduce them to tears, you have someone amazingly special working with. I found that out from Let Me In when she made me feel sympathy for a vampire. That takes real talent to do that. As Mia, she is just amazing to watch, and you feel every emotion that she goes through, and you want her to obtain the happiness she wants, despite the predicament she's in. I've said it before, and I will say it again, and you, the audience, can quote me on this. Chloe is a once-in-a-generation performer. I have never seen acting talent like hers before, and chances are it will be another generation before we see anything that closely resembles her. You're the best, Chloe. Bar none. Kat Hall has to be one of the coolest mothers in the world. A mother that gets into the spirit of Halloween by dressing up as Mrs. Munster and being into music as much as her husband and Mia, and she sympathizes with the crossroads that Mia is in life. Enos, or Enos, I'm not sure which the pronunciation is, correct me in the comment section below, makes Kat really likeable and is a decent performer and is a character that someone could turn to in the story. And that's always a nice thing. As Adam Wilde, he's chill, suave to some extent, and is that kind of guy that you'd want to hang out and have a drink with. Jamie is extremely likeable, and you see how much he endures when he learns of Mia's condition and accident, and how he would practically beat down the door just to see his beloved girlfriend. I think we all would. After the tragic loss of her parents and her baby brother, he becomes the glue and the reason for Mia to stay, when he is practically begging on his knees for her to come back because she is everything to him, and somehow his words pull her back into the world. Nice to see a happy ending. Spoiler. This guy is possibly the coolest male cast member next to Jamie. Josh makes Denny Hall a really cool guy with an emphasis on having fun and not dwelling on negativity, and loves his music as a former rock band member. You get to see the character of Denny and just how much he cared for Mia and wanting to achieve her dream when he left his band as a drummer and sold his drum kit to pay for Mia's cello. Now that's a hell of a father. This is a really key piece of the movie, with the way Mia loves the cello and how much she wants to get into the university with the music program she is looking to attend. I'm not one for classical music, but I appreciate the tone that it was going for, where it fits various situations, where it's happy moments where Mia's performing with Adam, to these really tense moments where she's lost her brother and she doesn't know what to do. Heitor Pereira, I hope I pronounced that correctly, apologies if I didn't, put an amazing score together where it felt like a character itself within the story. As without this music, it wouldn't have had the same effect, nor would it have been the emotional roller coaster that it was, so I take my hat off to that. What is there left to say? When you have a great script and directed by J.R. Cutler with an amazing cast that encompasses love, family, life and romance, you have the ingredients for a really sound and an amazing movie. You care about the characters and the directions that they go in with choices that they make, and sometimes choices that are made for them. And knowing how life goes, that happens a lot. If someone else had been cast to play Mia, I don't think it would have had the same result and payoff. Sure, they would have been okay to competent, but they wouldn't have been Chloe. Chloe went above and beyond to sell her performance as Mia, and you felt relief when she returned to the world. I think this is just the tip of the iceberg in terms of her talents. All I have to say is, yeah, grade A awesome plus. Thank you for enjoying this year's Straight to the Heart, and I'll see you next time. Good night from the night.